Oh.
All right, it's 4 o'clock and we have a quorum. So let's call to order the March 24th Architecture Review Board meeting. Lisa, if you could please call the roll.
Bob?
Here.
Dave?
Here.
Jerry?
Here.
Joe?
Here.
Pam? Here.
All right, if everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any potential conflicts of interest for today's item? Hearing none, I'd move to item number 4, looking for an approval of the minutes for March 10th.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Minutes are approved. Thank you very much. Brings us to our one item of discussion for today, the proposed exterior renovation of a future professional eye care office at 1423 North 29th Street. If your team could come to the podium and make introductions and give us a little explanation of what's being proposed, please. And we do have images from the package that we can bring up on the screen.
Okay. My name is Chris Pagala. I'm the architect at Joseph Schmidt Construction.
And I'm Brian Schmidt, actually the son of the owner, but involved with the decision making. So.
Okay, so what we are presenting is the former Superior Electric building. We have the Sheboygan Family Eye Care, which currently is over by the movie theater. Now they're looking to expand their practice. They had been looking at this building previously and then came to us to kind of work out a build to lease situation. So we're working through that right now, but we have them signed up for the first floor with future expansion for a professional office tenant on the second floor. So at this time, the second floor will just be white boxed. We'll put in windows based on a conceptual office layout. So the exterior of the building, which is currently now a raw CMU and some old insulated metal panels, sandwich panels, will get freshened up to a more neutral but brighter color palette of whites, blacks, and grays. We will be repairing the existing lower first floor CMU, replacing the existing aluminum windows with new black anodized units. Because of the use of the eye care facility, one of the reasons they were intrigued by the building was the lack of windows on the first floor, because for their businesses, they like it dark and would have them closed anyways. So for the first floor, we are not proposing adding any additional windows, but we will be introducing windows to the second floor. To create it more of a two-tenant building and create a better traffic flow on the site, because right now the parking is located on the north and the west of the property, very tight to the curb and sidewalks. We're going to be relocating the parking to the south. To accomplish that, we are going to be raising two of the wood frame structures that are in more poor condition, as well as additional parking on the east of the building, which will set up a potential for shared parking with a future development in the green space that is still to the east. So we will be introducing a new main entrance for the first floor tenant on the northeast corner of the building, and for the second floor tenant, they will utilize an entrance on the southwest corner of the building. We will use some different gray tones to accent the main entrance areas, but keep the building relatively uniform in color and material.
Great, thanks, Chris. Let me start by saying it's exciting to see something happening with this property. It's come through architecture review several times over the last, I don't know how long. Nothing's ever actually been finalized there, so great to see this option. And from my standpoint, it's a nice, clean, simple, appropriate solution for a professional office. There were a couple of items. Staff had commented wondering about windows on the second floor, north and south ends.
Yeah, so right now, the north and south ends are occupied by the two staircases that access the second floor, as well as the mechanical rooms for both the first and second floor. So there are very limited options in those to add windows without relocating a bunch of the infrastructure.
And from my standpoint, the north and south second floor windows wouldn't be critical.
No.
So just wanted to make sure everyone was aware those were a staff comment in case anyone wants to hop on that with a motion. Then our standard questions, mechanicals, are there going to be rooftop units? You mentioned a mechanical room on the second.
There's going to be a small rooftop unit replacing the existing one that is on the southern end of the one-story building. So there is one up there currently that's just getting replaced. The other mechanicals are getting handled with interior furnaces and ground condenser units.
So that rooftop unit on the lower roof wasn't showing on the elevations.
It's
how
not
big it's going to be and how visible.
I will have to do some more investigation. I've been told in the preliminary sizing, it's no bigger than what's there, and the existing one isn't visible from the road.
Okay, that's something we would probably want to come back for a staff level review, just to make sure that it's not going to be visible. If it is, we usually require some sort of screening.
Okay.
And it can usually be the unit mounted screens.
Sure.
The other thing was on the site plan, I saw a note for the dumpster space, but not an enclosure.
Yes, there will be an enclosure.
Okay.
At this point, we are proposing the cyclone fence with the plastic stripping unless there is an issue.
Our typical request is to have it match the architecture of the building somehow.
Okay.
So something a little more aesthetically
uniform?
pleasing than just the cyclone
fence.
slabs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll look to match the new wave panel that we're using
Great.
on the exterior of the building.
Great, thank you. So those two items should be noted in any motion coming forward. Any other questions or comments? No, I would certainly.
I'll make a motion to approve subject to staff level review of the rooftop mechanicals and the enclosure for the dumpsters.
Second. Motion and a fight over the second.
We'll give it to Pat.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is approved. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome. What is your anticipated time frame?
They want to move in by September.
Okay, so moving pretty quick.
Pretty soon. We're working on site utilities now and hoping to get demo of those other two properties or two structures in April.
Great, good luck. Excited to see it moving forward. Item 6 was listed as our next meeting being April 14th. Elise, any updates?
I haven't received anything for our next meeting, so I don't think that one will happen.
So it's possible that this is our final meeting as an architecture review board, but watch for emails just in case there is something that comes up and we would meet again that April 14th meeting.
Sounds good.
Otherwise, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Joe.